Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Spot report for this January 30th, 2017. One of the issues that we're following very closely in this ministry is the promise of President Trump to move the American Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. That's been reiterated by members of his staff, but apparently that promise is on hold at this point. I want to believe that he will follow up on this and actually make that move. But that move has consequences. And the Palestinian jihadists, the terrorists, have said there would be consequences. There would be lives taken. There would be lives lost because of this. But it bears the promise of God and his covenant promise to Abraham and his descendants, his Jewish descendants. And I think it's important to recognize that not only is our destiny here on earth determined, and that includes Israel's as well, but our destiny after this life is also determined. God is absolutely sovereign, totally sovereign. He's in total and absolute control. And I'm reminded of the passage in Psalm 139 that gives assurance of that, where the psalmist says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I'll praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are marvelous, I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth, when your eyes saw my unformed body." And then God says this through the psalmist: "All the days ordained, predestined, all the days ordained for me were written in your book before even one of them came to be." Our days are written in God's book. Matter of fact, Job is even more specific about it when he says in chapter 14, verse 1 and 2, in verse 5, he says, "Man's days are determined. You have decreed the number of his months and set limits that he cannot exceed." God is in absolute control of our destiny. Now the question is, what is that destiny? Well, Jesus said this, John chapter 14, verse 6, he says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes into the Father except through me." That's a pretty sense of exclusivity. No one comes to the Father except through Jesus. If you know Jesus, your eternal destiny has been settled. If you don't know Jesus, here's what you can do. You can say, "Jesus, help me. Help me, Jesus." And I can assure you, help will be on the way. Help will indeed be on the way. We only have to ask for it. Now we know the eternal destiny of Jerusalem. It's going to be a new Jerusalem at some point. That will be instituted when Messiah comes. For us Christians, that's when he comes again. But what's your eternal destiny? You can know that for sure as well. If you know Jesus, your destiny's secure. If you don't, ask him, "Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me." And you can be assured, help is on the way. The next week, Od Kiev O Shiloh, until Messiah comes, Yivarecha Yahweh. Yahweh bless you. Bless those you love. Bless those who love you.